Welcome to Merkaba Technology. This channel is to show you the many ways you can create a Notion for your business, whether it's for operations or even a product that you want to sell. In showing the many ways to build in Notion, I will be giving out some business gems so that you just don't know the many ways on how to build, but why to build in Notion. So thank you for being here. Now, let's talk about what the topic is for today. In this video, we will be going over the top 5 features I use to manage my clients in Notion. Here at Merkaba, we've built a system called the Client XP. The XP is short for Client Experience, and we have built this system in Notion to manage our clients. So today you will be seeing some glimpses of the Client XP as we go over some of the features. So let's get started with our number one feature. Number one feature in my Client XP is templates. Templates are the bread and butter because they allow you to save time. So instead of building out the same task, the same message, the same resource over and over again, it stops that and allows you to create a template so that you don't have to write the same descriptions, write the same action items, and then check them off. It already comes pre-filled. You can also set timers if you want them to show up on a particular day. That is also another amazing feature when it comes to templates. So when I know it's time for me to do that task, all I need to do is, instead of creating a brand new task, I will go to my templates, which is right here. I will click whatever task template I'm looking for, which are they're all uniquely built. I will click whatever that task is. It will open up for me. I could set my due dates. I could say today is due today. And then all of this stuff is already pre-filled. It's already connected to whatever clients or notes or resources. I did that ahead of time. My descriptions are already filled in, and then my action items are filled in. So all I need to do is go in there and check off whatever I need to check off. I have completed the task, and I can say that the task is done, right? All right, so that is the task template. Now, the best thing about Notion and building a Notion is that any database has templates, right? So I can use it for any templates I have as long as it has a database. So for my clients, I can set different type of client templates. For notes, I have different type of note-taking styles. So I have one for my client sessions. I have Cornell notes. I have notes for market research. Just depending on what I'm doing, then they're all uniquely built. So let's look at how my client notes look. So this one is built out. So my client notes are built out like this, right? And all I would need to do when I'm ready to use this note is just name it the client's name, say session notes, and that's that. Take it off a template. And then for Cornell note, I built that out differently. So I have my objectives, my Q responses, right? And then I have my summary to summarize everything, right? So boom, when I want to use my Cornell notes, maybe I'm watching a YouTube video, or maybe I'm watching something, I'm at a meeting and I'm learning stuff, I can use my Cornell notes. And the same thing for resources, right? So resources, I have many different type of resource templates. So I have one if I'm doing an audit and I want to send an audit out, if I'm doing an agreement, or if I'm sending out a message to someone. There's many different ways, and those are also built out uniquely depending on what the resource is. So those are templates. Okay, feature number 2, dashboards. The main reason I chose Notion was because I was tired of having my overhead be so expensive, because I've subscribed to 10 different operating systems that help me with my business operations. And so I'm subscribed to Trello for one reason. I'm subscribed to Asana for another reason. Subscribed to, I have Google Workspace. I also have Slack. I have all these different operating systems, but none of them sync together. Or I can't have it to where it's just on one dashboard for me to just go in and fully focus and filter things that I need to filter. So as you see here, I created a dashboard that houses everything. I do think that you can use the other resources that I had listed before, like Asana or Trello or any of these things. The best thing about Notion and why Notion is so unique is because you can create any type of custom dashboard and make it look the way that you would want to, while also being able to use URLs and links from other platforms. So, but here I've built out as many databases that I would use for like Todoist or Asana or anything like that, and put my project management and put my client management here. So as you see here, I have like many different databases. I have one for my offers, one for my clients, I have one for my resources and my folders, and I have one for tasks, notes, and more, right? So because it's so robust and I could go into them separately, however, I want to see everything in one spot. So I would place my most used, most important things on my dashboard. So as you see here, my dashboard has filter widgets that show me everything I would need to know for today and for this week. So as you see here, I have things filtered by what is due for today and what is due for this week, because that is how my brain functions. I also have things that are due by offer, because I can change, these are called different views, and I can have multiple ones show up for me on my dashboard, because my dashboard shows me everything I need to know for today and for this week, most important things. And it doesn't just house databases, but also any important links. So down here, I have my billing platform, I have my social media, I also have my feedback logs and my agreement software. So again, as I said, you can have certain platforms that Notion just don't do. Like my billing platform, I don't want to house that here in Notion. I actually want to house that somewhere else because it's just a better platform for that. It's very designated design there. So all I would do is just link it here, and boom, I can click this and go right to my billing platform. Even So anything that has a URL or an embed link can be housed here. Feature number 3 is my resource library. One of the first things I did to get started and prepared for my clients was getting all of my deliverables prepared. I was tired of clients coming to me with the same questions, and me having to go and search for articles that I found many of times, or having to go and search for tutorials and make a whole message for a tutorial. So I created a resource library that basically has important things that I send out to people all the time. So whether it's session recordings, whether it is articles, tutorials, any type of graphics, like infographics or anything like that. I build them all out in my resource library. I label them properly. And then basically I'm ready for 80% of what my client's questions would be. So if my client messages me asking for a tutorial video on how to add a new member, I'm going to go to my resource library. I'm going to go and find my resource for that tutorial. I'm going to duplicate it. And once it's duplicated, I then open it up and I make sure that everything is set and looks great for them, which it is. And then I can easily move it over to the client by clicking move and set it right to their messages. Boom. From there, I can go and visit it. And now I've sent it over to his message center. I can open it up. I will say from me, and then I will at that person. So I will at James, and then he will receive a notification. And now he has that message in his client portal and his message center. And now that took me no more than 3 minutes to do. Instead of me having to go find it, create a whole email, send it to the client and all of that, I literally am able to just send it within 3 minutes because I've already created a resource library. Now, let's go to maybe clients that don't have Notion, right? I found myself doing this really cool thing, and you guys could take this as another little gem that I'm going to be giving of after I get off a phone call with someone, maybe it's our first time meeting, I like to send them like a wrap up email of just letting them know it was nice speaking with them, and I like to send them some resources so that they're able to, just feel like they got a little gift from me. So what I do is go to my resource library again, and what I want to send the client is this Forbes Notion review. So I open it up. I want to make sure that I've made it public. So public basically means that it's now open to the web. Once I've made it public, then I can now take the URL, copy the URL, and now I can paste it in whatever email I like. So this is kind of how the email can look. This is basically nice speaking with you today. I enjoyed meeting with you today. I was thinking about our conversation and I found some articles that I thought would be helpful. I paste the link in here and now I can send this off, right? Again, boom, 3 minutes it will take me because I already have the resource built. And because now it's open to the web, they easily can click this article and it will open up with all of the article information where they can read this review. And then also I put a quick link just in case they do decide to sign up with Notion, right? So that is feature number 3. Feature number 4, message center. Having a message center in the client portal allows for things to be streamlined. I love sending the onboarding message with the link of their client portals because I know it's one of the last times I will have to message them in their email. I think it's great to have your unique place to message the client because they will get a notification from Notion, which they most likely won't have many of. And you're not fighting with hundreds of emails that comes to their Gmail. It also allows for the client to experience something that we talked about in the video, unique ways to use Notion, client management, because it allows for everything to be in one place. So when they think of your company, they are going to their client portal they're going to their message center, and they're going to go look for that message or create a new message. So, so this is what a welcome message can look like from you, right? And you have sent it to the client. You can also roll up any activities or tasks or meetings that you are talking about. This is basically attachments that are all listed right here, just depending on whatever database that you wanted to do. And then your client can also send you messages. So they need help with a welcome message. So they just press that new button and they can write in whatever message that they can press that new button and they can write whatever message they want to use. So they found the task that they're talking about and they're having troubles with opening up the welcome message. So right there, once they have sent you the message, you can open it up right here, the task that they're struggling with, and start to make edits to that task. And then you can reach back out to them telling them that everything is fixed. So you can add them, right, and say everything is ready to go here. Thank you for reaching out. Boom. Now you can send that message. We love typos. Reaching out, you can send that message, and now they have that message. Now that whole entire conversation can be going back and forth in the comment section, and once it's complete and the conversation is done, all you need to do is check got it, which is basically the red, and now it goes into the red box. Feature number 5, follow-up date property. One of my favorite properties that we created at Merkaba. So sometimes we are just moving fast and we need to be able to just set a quick reminder to come back to whatever it is we need to come back to, and just come back to it later. Well, when it comes to my clients, I have a follow-up date that I can set to remind me to come back to this client's profile and read my journey notes to see what this client needs and where I left off. So what that looks like is, if it's May 31st, I see this alarm, so that means it's going to send me a notification on May 31st, and I'm going to come in here, and actually I kind of already know my little workflow, so I come down here to my journey notes, and I basically open it up and I read where I left off, because I left myself a note to say, hey, reach out to this client about this article, or send this client an article, or send this client this message, right? So then from there, perfect. Now I know I can go to the client's profile, their dashboard, or I can go to their message center and send them whatever message is necessary. Now I know that I left off, and then once I complete that thing, I come back here, I will set a new note for myself that I sent off that message. So I will say 2023, left client a message about enrollment. Right? So boom. Now I've left that message and I left myself a track of where I left off. The best thing about this follow-up date is that this shows up in many different ways. You get a notification to your phone. You can also get notifications to your emails. You can also get notifications right to your computer. But also remember that dashboard, you also get notifications there. So you will see here that I told you on my dashboard, I want to see what's the most important thing, what do I need to know for today, and what I need to know for this week. So in my clients widget area, there's a follow-up calendar. And in that calendar, I'm able to see all the people I need to talk to, all their little profiles, right? So then I can easily just come, click into the profile, scroll down to the journey notes, see where I left off, and then go from there. Tackle any tasks I need to tackle. So those are the top 5 features in my Notion client management system. I hope that you got a little bit of gems. And even if you don't use Notion as your platform for your client management, at least make sure that some of these features are accessible. So just a quick rundown of the main things that you'll be looking for is being able to create templates so you don't have to do things over and over again. Being able to create a dashboard that's uniquely based on your workflow and uniquely based on what is the most important things for you and how you like to view things. Also, creating a resource library so that you don't have to do things over and over again, and you're able to share it with people in an open source type of way, whether it's through their emails and you have a URL link that you can easily share things. Also, Message Center, trying to place your Message Center to where the client can find all of their tasks, all of their resources, and everything all put together. Because again, great client experience is having everything in one space. And then also follow-up date. So having reminders, being able to remind yourself quickly or set a reminder very quickly for yourself, because even you have to think about these systems being your second brain. So even if you forget, your system didn't forget, and it's reminding you on where you need to be. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you got anything from this video, please subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.